I am live right now. This is in Bedford, New Hampshire. I'm with my hosting family and his friend, Shannon. They're making signs for Adrian.
I don't like that Walt one. I thought it was
Today is Sunday, February the 2nd. In 10 days, less than 10 days, it's New Hampshire primary. So people are working really hard. Indian camping and Yangan working really hard. Making phone calls, making signs, canvassing.
all these go.
Working really hard at the clock. And Shannon has made a lot of signs with Jack. Is that glue?
Yep,
Jack?
it's like tacky glue.
Okay.
That's the good stuff. That'll holds up in when it gets wet too.
Oh.
Which is not what I used on the first one, but those have still held up fine, so that's even better.
Wow.
Gotta up my game
Cool.
every time.
Andrew Yang promote vocational education, human-centered capitalism, rebuild America's infrastructure, improve veteran health, increase teacher salaries. What a wonderful messages. Democracy dollars. What else? This is all democracy dollars. And then here is a big sign made also by Shannon. I was told by Jack that Shannon's family is all Trump supporters. Can you believe that? Shannon is the one now is hammering. That's Shannon. The person standing there is Jack, who is my host family. He hosts like, I don't know, 6 or 7 young guys in his house, voluntarily. Hey, you guys, let me go get my glasses because I can't see anything. Oh, okay, so this is just a little glimpse of this town. I believe this is what do you call it? Bedford. There's a big sign by Shannon. Let me see. Who are you guys at? So, hey, thank you to Tubula. Where will these signs be placed? Good question. These are gonna be delivered to different places. Maybe town. Okay. Let me ask Shannon, okay? Shannon, question: where are these signs going to be placed? Where?
Initially, we're gonna set them up, or set most of them up for the debate, and then we're gonna set probably all of them up for the McIntyre Shaheen dinner at Snoo Arena in Manchester, and then after that, they will get dispersed. Some probably southern New Hampshire, and then I'm guessing Massachusetts, because after New Hampshire votes, my plan is to make a push into Massachusetts, because that's, to me, that's the closest state to make a difference.
Yeah.
Around
So
here.
tell me quickly how this whole thing, like which the first steps of design, what to say, and what do you do?
Basically, I went online and looked around at some different sign companies, and I'm not like a great designer myself, so I took a template and deleted some of the stuff that they had, and then started inputting the different policies and the yang, y, all that.
We are in New Hampshire right now.
Because I put a bunch of just like Andrew Yang signs to the left, not right, not forward, up.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of signs that just has a name, because it doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm like, I got to make some signs that actually has policies on it.
Yeah.
Because I got sick of hearing, oh, he's just a one policy guy, and I'm like, actually, he's got over 160. So I got the signs and printed out 10 different policies, and I tried to make a broad spectrum of different policies, so that people could see he's not just a one policy candidate. That's just what the one thing the media lets you hear about it. But then you actually dig in, and you're like, I think Warren's got 15, Yang's got 160, and you could agree with 20% of Yang's policies and still agree with more policies than what you agree with Warren's.
Yeah. And so you find a pamphlet, you design, and then you find a place to print. These are like vinyl.
Yeah. Well, I just go to, there's a bunch of different companies online, and then they have templates. I mean, you can design from scratch, but I'm not that talented with design, so I just took a template and had them design, and had them print them out, and then they shipped them to me. I went and bought the lumber to build the frames, and when they come in, I put the spray adhesive on them, tack the perimeter, make sure they're good and secure, and then put them wherever I can.
Then you have to build a foot, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll dig holes in the ground and stick them in the ground and give them a little bracing.
I see.
For, like one-day events, I basically built like a platform on the bottom.
I see.
Which we did at up in Concord, New Hampshire, when Andrew signed to be on the ballot. That was the first time these were set up in platforms. I want to say there was some other event I set them up at, and I can't actually remember.
Too many.
Yeah, there's too many. And we have two this next weekend coming up.
Wow.
And then I also put them on, I've got 2 signs I put on my truck, and then I just drive around with those, which I've been doing that since April, I think. So that's, I found out about Andrew back in, I want to say February of 2019, and it took me about a month to read all the policies he had then, and he even has more now. But by the time I got finished reading them all and cross-checking them and doing my own research, I was sold, and I've been, 100% ever since.
And you always live in New Hampshire?
I've lived in New Hampshire now, I'm going to say about 12 years. Before that, I lived in Connecticut. Before that, I lived in Mississippi. So I was born and raised in Mississippi the first 20 years of my life. But I've been, traveled and worked up and down the East Coast, from the Mississippi River to the East Coast. So I feel like I have a decent idea of the variety and breadth of people in this nation, and traveled, a good bit throughout the other 50 states.
So is your family also young again?
I'm turning a few of them, but they are...
Tell me.
Well, one of them, an aunt of mine, she is Republican, very conservative. I'll even say she posts some racist things now and again. And I just keep posting Yang stuff, and I've kept responding to other things she's posted. And I didn't think I would, flip her ever, But in the past couple of months, I've noticed she's actually started reposting some of my Yang stuff. And then even the past few weeks, she's, liking and loving them and sending them out. And I'm like, well, it looks like I am making a little bit of a difference. And I'm still talking to other members of my family. Mississippi is a deep red state, but I know that there's supporters down in Mississippi now who are fighting the good fight. It's a tough state to turn blue, but my whole thing is I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. I'm supporting Andrew Yang. I'm not supporting a party, and that's what's important to me, and that's what I try to spread to other people.
Thank you so much. How do I spell your name, please?
Shannon.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful.
You not done yet, Jack?
I know. I screwed up. Look at that corner back there.
Ah.
I really screwed up big time. I gotta find something to.
Isn't that wonderful? So yeah. So thrown hole. You're from Connecticut too. You like the design, huh? Too. Yeah, it's very nice. So last time, I think I haven't done a whole lot of live since I got here. I've been here now, let's see, 9 days. I got here Friday of last week, so today is Sunday. So today is my 9th day in New Hampshire, and I've been canvassing with Jack, with Philip, and yesterday with one of my best girlfriend from college. She drove all the way from Boston, more or less. Actually, she lives in Newton. She drove here, and so we went to canvassing. That was so nice. So Jack has been very supportive to the Yang movement, and he hosts us and feed us and cooking for us. And it's really remarkable. I'm doing a story on him. I just interviewed him yesterday, so I'm videoing him from time to time. So pretty soon I can build a short story, a film on Jack. Jack is the one now is with the light blue Yang shirt. Thank you, Sovang. Awesome, yeah. So these people, they're doing all these voluntarily. I don't think they're getting paid. So it's just so amazing. Every day I run into heroes like this, and it's just very inspiring.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
I think it's becoming unofficial because
So what they do is they spray some kind of a glue on both sides, and then
we put basically two signs on top of each other, but when she said scaffolding, it's like, I can get scaffolding. Yeah. So I did. I got a little more information on her, but she's busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. Sure. She does. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna do it. And then if I show up with way too much stuff,
tear it down, right?
The event starts. You can't have all this. Yep. It's all right. We'll set it to the side.
More people who can tear it down quickly, or
yeah.
But unless they tell us, if I see other people.
My plan is like I'm gonna be a little bit of not too bad, but I'm not gonna, you take it up to the room. I'm not gonna stop and talk. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after the fact, once we're more
we're
or less
gonna go
set
find
up,
out what is that.
I'll talk to people. And if you're gonna cross from Smooth, my plan is I'll probably set up 8 o'clock in the morning. And then just set this up, have my truck
multi-purpose.
I'll help you.
and then just be like, wham, it's up here.
That's right.
Because you don't have to pay, one, you don't have to pay for parking, and two, I would have paid for it anyway. Because I was thinking it was Friday. And then, if it's an issue, I'll just be like, give me a ticket. I'm not moving. Good luck breaking this down.
Yeah.
Because the way I've got this together, you gotta have special screws to get that thing apart. Oh, take you out. Oh, you feel.
没有啦
I'll get it over here.
Those are too long for that.
staple is gone. So it's sunny right now. You can see sun here, but it's actually quite cold. I would say right now it's probably 34 degrees or something. And when you stay outside for a while, it's difficult to move your fingers because I'm pretty cold right now. So I'm having a human trolley right now back, and then to show you a little bit of the street and other houses around here. So here we're on the street. The sky is very interesting. I find in New Hampshire the sky is very beautiful. It's very dynamic. Sometimes very blue. I'm crossing the street now. Sometimes very blue. Sometimes different day of different hour of the day. The sky changes the color, so I think it's very pretty. Yeah, so I'm panning here. See several signs. Just on one lawn you have Pete, and then you have Adrienne, and you have Tom. So different, and it's kind of a different houses. Like this one is I would say medium size. This one is a little big. And then you move over there, the house is also quite big. So I have been canvassing in different towns. Manchester, Bedford, Golfstown, and you get to see different kind of level of income, or different kind of houses. Some areas are more rough than the other, and then in Bedford overall has a really beautiful streets and houses, and so guys, thank you for watching. I think I'm going to go pretty soon, and they're just gonna keep making these signs. You see a pizza, huh? Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Tubola, and I appreciate you tuning in. And the sun is hiding now under the sky, so you look at the sky, it's very dramatic. I really love it. Yeah. So okay, check my channel, Juhl Media. Yesterday I finished a short 14-minute short film. It's called Step by Step, Door to Door. I portrayed a young man from New Mexico. His name is Philip Chung. His parents are from Taiwan. He's American born, and he has a really interesting story to tell. He's only 32 years old, but he's been many places around the world, So tune in that video, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I will keep making videos cover Yangon mostly, and hope we do well in New Hampshire, and good luck, Iowa, on the caucus day, which is Monday. We're gonna watch closely to that race. Okay, go Andrew Yan. Thank you. Bye now. Love you. Oh, it's my hand. Oh, I'm just trying to show you my nerdy looking hat and my new pin. This is quite cool. It's called Artist for Yan. Yeah? I'm an artist, right? So, bye-bye. I'm turning it off.